If you were in tune with the SoundCloud era from 2016 to 2018, then you've probably heard of the name Pollari, and if you haven't, you've probably heard one of his songs or verses. Pollari rose to SoundCloud heights in early 2017 after his song Calling Me received a music video from none other than Cole Bennett and Lyrical Lemonade. This wasn't his only Lyrical Lemonade video, as Pollari and Cole would go on to work 2 more times in 2017, with the songs R. Kelly and Lil Elroy Jetson also receiving music videos. These videos would gain some traction as each surpassed over 300k views, with R. Kelly receiving over 900k views. Pollari's music would also appear on popular channels such as Elevator and No Jumper, with all 5 videos on No Jumper receiving over 500k views combined. While these videos would all be important for Pollari, how exactly did Pollari get to this point? In 2015-2016, Pollari's music started to grow around the South, and fellow up-and-coming rappers such as XXXTentacion, Ski Mask Slump God, and others were also in tune with Pollari and his work at the time.
I got lean, I got anything that these bitches need. I got dope, I got hoes, I got lean, I got.
Because Pollari was from Atlanta, other big Atlanta rappers such as Lil Yachty started to catch on. In a No Jumper interview in early 2016, Lil Yachty shouts out Pollari.
Pollari, shout out Kevin Pollari.
Yeah.
Shout out Kevin Pollari. I love you, Kevin Pollari.
Alright.
Shortly after the Yachty No Jumper interview, Pollari got his own.
Yachty's the truth.
Yeah? Because
Yachty's been making music though. I don't think niggas think it's overnight. Yachty was hard forever.
How long have you known him?
I've known him for like, last summer, a year?
You've been in the studio with him?
Yeah.
And how's that?
It's
Creative
fun.
process-wise?
It's fun as hell.
Yeah. Why do you guys get along so well that he was shutting you out that hard in that interview?
Because me and Yachty have a lot of we have a lot of differences, but me and him have a lot in common. And he's an actual kid, and I'm a big kid, so
Pollari and Boat would go on to collaborate, most notably on a remix of Pollari's most popular song, R. Kelly.
I do not walk around without a gun.
These two would also do shows together in the Atlanta area, and the craziest part is that they would inspire future ATL rappers such as Destroy Lonely, as he would actually attend one of these shows.
Shout out to Lil Yachty. I met him at that one Pollari and Larry League show, and he made me want to rap because he told me I could do it.
Pollari's collaborations wouldn't stop there. He would go on to collaborate with popular rappers on the platform at the time, such as Lil Skies, Lil Peep, Young Bands, all on Pollari's biggest project, and my personal favorite, Forever Yours. He also collaborated with some artists and groups like GBC with MacNet and numerous collaborations with Lil Tracy, as well as artists and members only like Killstation. But like many rappers on SoundCloud at the time, he wasn't necessarily able to maintain the hype surrounding his name. While he still drops music from time to time, the numbers are just not the same as they used to be. One reason that I can think for the decrease in streams, views, and numbers is that a lot of his music actually gets taken down due to sample issues. Most of his Forever Yours album was actually taken down off of streaming platforms because of this very reason. Recently, one of his most popular songs, Fantasy, featuring Lil Peep got cleared, which was nice to see. But while I'm not sure the exact reason why he never really blew up like Lil Yachty, Skies, or Peep, he was, and even still is, heavily appreciated in the underground. I mean, he even performed at Summer Smash in 2022, so he obviously still has a loyal fan base. And for me personally, I still have a lot of his music in my rotation. But now that we have some context on who Pollari is and where he is now, I want to get onto the reason I wanted to make this video in the first place. I personally believe that Pollari has the most unique, innovative sound that was way ahead of its time. If you've ever listened to a Pollari song, you know exactly what I mean. His auto-tune heavy vocals and distinctive cadences were unlike anything I had ever listened to at the time. One of the most impressive things about Pollari is that he uses his auto-tune in a very unique way. A lot of artists use auto-tune to cover up their bad vocals and whatnot, but I think Pollari uses auto-tune almost as an instrument in the song. Here are some of the comments on his song Calling Me that sum up his music. This actually goes hard. I don't pay attention to the lyrics in this. I think of him as another instrument with a beat. This artistry is ridiculous. The beat is absolutely amazing and beautiful, and Pollari did a great job blending into it and letting it do the work. At the same time, he let his style make it interesting and catchy. While granted, his music may be an acquired taste to some, I argue that his music is very similar to a massive rapper now, Yeat. And I don't think this is necessarily a hot take because Yeat can be described in the exact way I describe Pollari: auto-tune heavy vocals and distinctive cadences. I also am not the only one who has noticed this similarity. Just look at X. Fans have noticed this similarity since 2021 when Yeat started to blow up. While it's unfortunate that Pollari wasn't appreciated nearly as much as Yeat is now for this innovative sound, I think it just shows a sign of the times. A lot of artists in the SoundCloud era didn't have TikTok to promote their music like artists coming up nowadays, but if Pollari came up around the same time as Yeat, I guarantee he'd have similar success. With all that being said, Pollari is truly a pioneer and trailblazer in the underground that didn't get the credit or attention that he deserved. His sound was way ahead of its time, and if this video inspired you to check out his music, here's some recommendations. Definitely check out his projects Forever Yours and Lil Lari's Revenge, as well as some of his older stuff like I Got and I Got Part 2, along with Battle Scars, which is the song that put me onto Pollari. One of my favorites that he released over the past few years is Infrared, as well as Lover's Lane. Definitely check all those out if you want to get into his music. And that's all I have on Pollari. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all the love on the last commentary video I did, so plan on making more in the future, so stay tuned.